sedimentation. Just imagine, before cooking the food, what our moms do? Usually wash the rice. Okay, so rice or pulses usually washed before cooking. Sneha, stop chatting here. So rice or pulses are usually washed before cooking. So how will we wash it? That we will take the rice in a pot or vessel or beaker. Okay, then we will put some water into it. Okay, then we will add water so that if any impurities are present like soil or dust, then these particles will get separated. So first we have to take rice or pulses, then you have to add some water. Okay, then you have to add some water into the rice or pulses. So after that, what you will see that in the mix, if there is any impurities like soil or dust particles are present, it will be separated from the rice. Okay, and for that reason, to remove the impurities, our mother usually wash the rice or pulses before cooking. Okay, so now we can say that we will get something at the bottom of the vessel and the water will be on the upper part. That means that when the heavier component in a mixture, it is a mixture of rice and sand or any dust particles and water. So when the heavier component in a mixture settles down, when the heavier component settles down, then after, that means when it will settle down, when you will add water. So when the heavier component in a mixture settles after water is added to it, this process is called as sedimentation. Okay, I am repeating this one, that when the heavier component of a mixture settles after water is added to it, this process is called as sedimentation. Clear? Next one is decantation. So what is decantation? Just imagine that if you have added, you have taken some soil particles. Just imagine that in a glass you have added some soil particles. Then what you have done, that you have added some water into that. Okay, first soil particles, then you have added water into it, and then with a spoon you have mixed it. Okay, then you have kept it for some time. After few minutes, what you will see? After few minutes you will see that the soil particles are at the bottom and the water is above the soil particles. This process is called as sedimentation. Now what you have to do, that you have to take another glass. You have to take another glass and you have to tilt the glass slightly so that water can come out and water you can pour it into the another glass. But the soil particles will be at the bottom of that glass. Okay, so the separation of that water is called as decantation. So separation of that water is called as decantation. So I am repeating that when the water is removed, when after sedimentation, when the water is removed, this process is called as decantation. Clear? So next part is filtration. Next part is filtration. So now if I consider a mixture or how our mother separate tea leaves from the tea. Just imagine you have taken the process sedimentation and decantation for separation of tea leaves from the prepared tea. Then what will happen, that some sort of tea leaves will be in your tea. By the process of sedimentation and decantation you can separate it, but not totally. So some tea leaves will be in the tea. So in that case we have to take another method, which is filtration. So in that case we have to use the filtration method. So what we will do, that we will use a strainer. We will use a strainer and we will keep the strainer on the glass. Then we will pour the tea so that the tea leaves will be on the strainer and the tea will be in the glass. Okay. So all the tea leaves will remain in the strainer. This process is called as filtration. This process is called as filtration. So now if I ask you that which method of separating tea leaves from prepared tea is better, decantation or filtration? Who will say me the answer? I am repeating the question, that which method of separating tea leaves from prepared tea is better, decantation or filtration? Filtration. Very good, Arami. That as I have explained, that by the method of decantation we will not be able to separate all the tea leaves from the tea, but with the help of the method of filtration we can separate it out easily. Okay, so for separating the tea leaves from the tea, filtration method will be best. So now if I give you another example, that when we are getting, yes, everyone is right, Rudranil, Abhinandita, Nilanjana, Sneha, Tanas, your answer is filtration. Okay. So next I am giving you the another example. You have to say me the answer. So sometimes what happens, that water supplied through the tap is not pure all the time, and this water may be muddy, or the water collected from the ponds or rivers may also be muddy, especially after the rain. If you collect some water from the pond or river after the rain, you will get a muddy water. Then if you can use some method of separation to remove insoluble impurities like soil from the water, then what method you will take? That means to separate the impurities from the water, what method? That means from the muddy water you can separate out mud from the water. Then by which method you can do it? Decantation and filtration. Yes, everyone is writing decantation, but without sedimentation, will decantation be possible? Then why you have written only decantation? Now you are saying no. So first we have to use the process sedimentation. So by the help of sedimentation, what will happen? That the sand or soil particles will settle down at the bottom. So this process is called as sedimentation. First we will do sedimentation. After that what we can do? That is decantation, that we can separate the water from this glass into the another glass. Okay. So first sedimentation and decantation. Yes, that's right. So another method, filtration. Can you use the filtration method in this process? Tell me, can we use the filtration method to separate this one out? Yes. So by the method of filtration, we can separate out the mud from the water. How? We can use any thin cloths, and we can keep it on the glass, and we can pour the muddy water on through the thin cloth, and the clear water will be into the glass. So by the help of these three methods, we can separate the mud from the muddy water, and we can get a clear water. So there you will get a new term, that is filter paper. What is that? Filter paper. Filter paper is a special type of paper which can be found especially in the laboratory, and it is having a pore. Small pores are present which will allow the water only to pass, and the mud will be on the filter paper. It looks like that. Yes, it is used in filtration. It looks like that, a round set paper. Okay, so how we have to use it? First we have to fold it like that. So we have to fold it like that, and it will look like that. Okay, then what we have to do? Then we have to fold it again like this way. So next the filter paper will look like that, and then we have to put it into a, that means first you have to make a cone like structure, then you have to put it into a funnel. We will use the funnel, and inside the upper part of the funnel we will put a filter paper, and we will keep the funnel into a beaker or glass. Then we will put the water mixed with mud. Then after few minutes, what we will see, that the mud will be on the filter paper and the clear water is in the beaker. Okay, so with the help of the filter paper, the filtration technique can be used very easily. Okay, so these are the main three techniques by we will get clear water. Yes, yes. So that is the way by which we can get the clear water with the help of the filter paper. That means sometimes we can use the cloths, because the cloth is having some pores in it, and it can be used to filter out something. Okay, or if we get the or if we are doing something in the laboratory, then we will do with the filter paper, and we will fold it like that, and we will filter it out. Okay, so these are the main three techniques by which we can separate out all this. Okay, then if it is possible, in my next class I will show you the filter paper. Okay, so these three, about these three, if you are having any queries, you can ask me. Up to this portion, clear everyone? No doubt. Yes, I am fine. Yes, yes. Okay. So, in my next class, I will talk about the other techniques which can be used for separation of different parts. Read up to this portion. Okay. So, thank you and bye. But with this filtration or sedimentation, and we can separate the mud. Yes. After, check the spelling of sedimentation. After, check the spelling of sedimentation. Okay, so thank you everyone.